Okay, the next step we're gonna get is the fiberglass cloth ready for us to use. For the cloth, there's no real right or wrong way to do this. I just cut out large strips. And like I said, this is only gonna really work if you use the cloth. The mat, this step really wouldn't really matter. I mean, you still wanna get it ready. So like I said, what I'm gonna do is just cut it in strips. Some of these little edges I like to cut off. You don't have to, it's just my preference, and you only need a piece like this size. And I'm just gonna use this Bondo lid as my container for right now. With this step 2, you're gonna wanna wear gloves. Because it's still fiberglass, and you might not see it, but eventually you might feel little pricks in your hand when you're getting cut up by this stuff. It's not like it's gonna bleed, it's just more of an irritation, so wear the gloves. So then you just cut all these little pieces out. The reason I pre-cut all these is because when you start using the resin, your gloves will start getting sticky, and cutting out all these extra pieces will be a pain. And I just want to have enough to do a couple tabs for each of these 2 helmets. And they don't really have to necessarily be perfect, because what you're going to do is you're going to start layering these up when the helmet goes in place. Usually I do like maybe 3 to 4 layers per tab, just to make sure it's decently strong. You don't want to just do 1 layer. So since I'm going to be doing, I think 5 tabs right now, 3 in the pink and 2 in the red, I'm probably going to need at least 20 to 30 of these little pieces. But that's just my preference. Layer them up like 3 or 4 times. Plus it doesn't really matter if I cut extra, because I'll use it. But after I'm done with this, I should be ready to go. With the resin, I just use the Bondo resin. It doesn't really matter which brand you use. I just prefer the Bondo brand. And I usually just get it at like Walmart, but you could also get it at any like auto store as well, but usually Walmart's the cheapest. There's that, and like I said, this is the resin I buy. It comes with 2 parts. You got the resin right here, and then you got the hardener. The hardener, it just depends on how hot it is. Like when it's like 80, 90 degrees, I can put like 8 drops in, and I'm good. But because it's like 55, probably gonna put anywhere between like 15 and 20 squirts of it in. And then I get these cheap cups at the dollar store. I like to layer them up 3 at a time, because when the resin starts curing, it heats up and will melt the plastic. And if you only use 1 cup and you walk away, it's going to spill all over your work area and then harden and make a giant mess.